All right. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good morning. Good day.
Good night.
This is another episode of Struggle Time.
Time.
I'm here with the guys. We're all here this time.
Just guys being dudes.
And yeah, Struggle Time is a podcast
What
about
time? What time?
It's 9:00
No. What kind of time?
Eastern Pacific.
You said struggle time.
Truffle time. We share our common struggles and we try to solve it, heal it, get over it, and have a great day.
Wow, motivational. I like it.
Hey, thanks.
Inspiring.
I do what I do. We're as per usual on positive news. I don't know. I think we live in Philly, so we have to. You guys have probably seen it on Instagram and stuff like that. The whole Starbucks situation of the Starbucks manager calling cops on like the two colored guys that were waiting for their friend and stuff.
Waiting for a meeting.
First of all, how do you guys feel about that? And second of all, what does that make you want to do? Because I know, Michael, you're a big Starbucks fan. I'm pretty sure you have a member subscription.
Gold membership.
I do that. I do.
Pumpkin spice all day.
Nope, that's not me. More of a caramel macchiato kind of guy.
That was macchiato.
I thought it was caramel machito.
Let's ex machina. I don't know, man. I be bullying in Starbucks sometimes, but no one's called the police on me yet, so. I don't know why they felt the need to do that. So I think that's kind of crazy.
Okay.
I read something today on Twitter that they came in. I forget the exact time, so I'm gonna just make up times.
Yeah,
but, But
your life is made up already.
The quick maths in between the time, so it was 2 minutes apart. That they came in at let's say 3:00, and then the police record shows that they got a call at 3:02.
Wow.
Yeah, it was 2 minutes. It wasn't. I mean,
so they weren't even loitering or anything.
They literally walked in, and then 2 minutes later they called.
I wonder if they had an incident beforehand that made the manager feel like he had to do that.
I don't know, man. I think people are just racist
it was
these
in
days.
Center City, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Starbucks in Center City.
True. And I think we've probably been there. You know what I mean?
It's the one. I think it's near Chipotle. It's on Chestnut or Walnut.
Chipotle is my life.
Chipotle is my life.
So the good news side of it is the CEO released a statement saying, I apologize, I'm sorry, that shouldn't have happened. And there's a statement claiming that the manager that called the cops no longer works there, and that's supposedly, in quotation, highlighted, bolded, italicized it.
Did you capitalize it?
No.
But was it a mixture of capital and lowercase?
Did you use a semicolon?
But now, Starbucks is nationwide. Starbucks is closing down on May 20, I believe 27th, for the whole day for
May.
Yeah.
Or April.
May.
Oh, that seems so far away.
Yeah.
Basic training.
I mean, April's pretty much about to end.
Salute.
So
true.
And I mean, think about it. A company that big, you need prep time.
Just saying, Apple would have shut it down tomorrow.
But think about it. Think about the amount of money they're about to lose, millions.
Yeah. Wait, why are they shutting it down for one day?
They said they're gonna do a course on diversity and a course on equality or something like that within the company. So I thought that was pretty cool, but at the same time, I mean, can you really?
No, man.
Racism
will always be around.
You can fake it, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I don't think that's something.
Fake it till you bake it.
Until everybody goes blind. What if everybody in the world went blind, and the way you talked was the way you were judged upon? Your accent.
There's a quote. Luke, no, there's a quote about that. There's a quote about that said
early in the game.
It's kind of different, but if you can wear who you really are inside, how would people judge you?
I don't know who I am inside.
I'm a skeleton. Inside.
Yeah, that would look gross. You would see all types of intestines.
So that's the positive
Livers.
side of it, but there's
Veins.
also a negative side.
Bones.
To this positive news, unfortunately.
Brains.
So right after that incident in Starbucks again, there was another racial dispute, racial inequality. This another colored individual, young man, he wanted to use the bathroom. And in the city, I don't know where it took place, but a lot of times especially in DC, you have to buy something to use the bathroom.
Yeah, and then they
right?
give you like a key or
Yeah.
like the
A
code.
yeah. And he was asking for the key and the code, and the lady was like, "Oh, I can't give you the code. Like, you didn't buy anything." So he just kind of walked away, and he waited for someone to walk out, and this Caucasian gentleman walked out, and the young colored man proceeded to approach the Caucasoid.
That's not correct.
Caucasian Caucasoid.
That's not. I'm pretty sure that
man.
sounds like a sexual.
It's like a porn star.
Yeah, that sounds.
Caucasoid.
Man,
Sound like
and
something
then he
from, like,
said,
Power Rangers or something.
he asked him if he purchased anything to use the bathroom, and he said no. And they pretty much just gave him the code to the bathroom right away, and this was
As
in
they
Starbucks.
should. In Philly?
What?
I'm not sure.
As
As
they
it
should.
should. Why? Because he was white.
No.
But they denied the black guy.
No, you didn't say they gave the black guy the code.
They
No, they
denied.
didn't.
Oh, that's
He
what.
walked
No,
away.
I thought you said.
I don't know, Michael.
Here we go, undercover.
I don't
All
know.
right, first of all, shut the fuck up, or else you gotta go. I thought the way you just explained it made it sound like when the black dude went up to the white dude, he asked if he got the code,
Nah.
and then the way you explained it made it sound like then they gave the code to the black guy.
No.
Nah, they
Oh,
never
okay.
did.
Then I
Black
misheard.
guy
They-
went to go get the code.
He
Oh,
didn't.
oh.
They said no.
No, I get the
Black
story.
guy walks away. White guy comes in, asks for the code.
No. Black guy walks in, asks for the code, and he was like, "All right, whatever." Waited for someone to walk out of the bathroom. This white guy walked out. Black guy asked him, "Yo, did you buy anything to use the bathroom?" White guy said, "No. They just gave it to me because I asked."
But why would the black guy wait outside the bathroom?
I think just to ask.
That's so weird.
That's weird, but at the same time, I mean, like, think about it. It's a good thing that he did it.
If someone was like, you gotta pay this amount of money, like I'm not gonna pay $5 for a cup of coffee. I'm not gonna pay $5 to go to the bathroom. So I'd be like, all right, deuces, and I'd like leave the store. I wouldn't like go. I'm like, let me
You just
mosey
gotta
on to the bathroom.
mosey
and
on,
just-
But
noodle,
see,
noodle on
I
down.
can't really recollect.
Unless
Like,
he had like a general, like a specific
exactly.
agenda.
So like, I can't recollect like their conversation.
Yeah.
His conversation
Recollect.
with the barista. Like, I don't know if it was like she was giving him an attitude or like
Recollect.
she gave him a reason
That's
to
a
like
new one.
Go to the bathroom
yeah,
and ask
exactly,
somebody.
ask
Yeah,
somebody. So
that's true.
so yeah, that's positive and I guess negative
Semi-
news
semi
for the moment.
Some might just call it news,
A neutron.
dudes.
So how was everyone's weekend?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
It's been a minute, right?
I don't. Which weekend?
No, so on Friday.
Oh, that's right. That's
yeah,
right.
so
this
on
weekend.
Friday we helped out one of our friends, one of our clients.
And our sponsor of this video.
Yeah,
Good segue.
Alchemist Society. We saw her. She was doing her thing.
She
for
saw
Friday
us.
13th. And then because we were so chocolatey wasted,
Yes.
we decided to be
The spokesman.
human walking advertisement.
You know the people in Miami that try
Yeah,
to
that's
get you
exactly.
into the restaurant. That was us.
us.
It's usually hot girls, but no, it was
It was
us.
ugly
It
guys.
was ugly guys.
Joe was
Joke's
just
on
like,
you.
Joe was just
Sorry,
like,
man.
all Joel said was, "Y'all want free liquor?"
I was like, yo,
walked
free.
in.
I was like, I swear to God, free alcohol. And I was like, if she charges you $1, I'll take my clothes off.
And he was like, "If she doesn't, I'll still
I was
take my
like,
clothes off."
regardless, my clothes are coming off. I was like, so get in here. But you never explained what she was doing. So Alchemist Society, is like a place where they teach classes about like beer and wine and like, long story short, what she was doing was she had an open house and she made her own like pumpkin beer and then this
After midnight.
Yeah, this drink called After Midnight, which
Vodka
was like
mix.
yeah,
That was
vodka,
excellent. If I say so
mint,
myself.
blueberries, blackberries, grape juice, club soda, I think it was.
I don't know if there's any club soda.
And that's what she topped it off with.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I don't know
she
what
did. She
pours
did.
it.
So yeah, she was just giving that out, and then we just stumbled in there and was like, "Oh,
No,
we're
like,
the first
literally.
ones."
We
Literally stumbled in
in
there.
there.
We're like the first ones, and then we just decided to stay, and we just brought.
It was a
people in.
vibe because like she was
Mhm.
playing what was she? What movie?
Friday
was
the
she playing?
13th.
Friday the 13th.
Cool. And,
On
it was
Friday
a
the
vibe.
13th.
And then we met this kid. Like he's like our best friend now. He's from Australia.
Will.
From where?
Down south.
Yeah. Big ups to men.
South from Melbourne. I think.
Melbourne.
He's
Melbourne.
legit our
Melbourne.
first real foreign friend, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
From
Australia. Down
Australia.
south Australia.
we were kind of chocolately wasted. So like
Rise
we were
up
so
lights.
ignorant.
we
We were
were
mad ignorance.
we were asking them dumb questions.
This is something.
Just your average American.
This is what Joe asked him. Okay. Men said, "Yo, how do you say barbecue in Australian?"
BBQ.
BBQ.
Bobby.
I think you. Oh, and he said, how do you call white people or Americans?
Americans
in,
say Yankees?
Australia?
Cunts.
Yankees. He said Yankees.
Yeah, and turns out cunt is a good and a bad word.
I mean, I know that.
Well, like not for us, it's like
Wait, so
it's like, damn,
what's
you're a
a cunt like?
Could you use it in a sentence?
I don't know. I'm asking
Oh.
you. Like, is
No, it's like an Australian.
I
It's
know,
like
but
Australian
like, what
thing.
is it? You know, like
Australian.
bitch is like a female dog. You know what I mean? But what's a cunt? Like,
I
what
couldn't.
A vagina.
I couldn't
is it? A
tell you.
vagina? I think it is. I think it is.
Maybe.
It's a very derogatory.
Way
Yeah.
of saying like
Vagina.
I think it's like saying yo, you're a pussy or something, right?
You cunt.
You're a
Cunt. Yeah, but that like in Australia, it could
Wow.
be like it's like damn, yeah, that dude was a cunt. Or you could be like, man, you're a good cunt for that. That's what Will taught me. Like it could be a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, I think we talked about it.
That's
I think
such a
it's,
weird-
but I
yeah,
think
but
it's
you
the
say
same
it. But you
thing.
say no. If you say it here, it's a bad thing.
But I think it's like the same thing as saying like a motherfucker. Yo, you're a
MFer.
good ass motherfucker, or like yo, you're a motherfucker.
Yeah, but
You
motherfucker just rolls
motherfucker.
off the tongue. Like
It does.
cunt,
I'm
it's
sure,
like
but I'm sure it's the same thing for them with cunt,
Cunt.
I
right?
don't think so. Cunt is forced. You gotta be like,
cunt.
you
It's a
cunt.
strong word.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never said cunt.
I've never said it so much
So-
until
no,
now.
Like I've never said cunt. Like yeah, exactly to someone else. Like
Neither have I. That's just not part of my diction.
Diction.
yeah, like I mean, like I think the American version of cunt is probably a motherfucker. I would be like, yo, this motherfucker right here, this motherfucker right here, you know what I
Motherfucker
mean?
Jones. Y'all want to know how I
Wait.
got that name?
Jones.
What was it?
Wait, your name is Jones?
Oh,
Ah man.
yeah, I missed. I was
Remember he was
quoting-
like, yo, your name? Oh, Jones. He was like, no, motherfucking
Oh.
Jones. Yo, that's like an episode of South Park. You're like a pimp named Slickback. Oh, your name is Slickback? No, a pimp named Slickback.
funny times.
My phone just turned on by itself.
That's
Uh,
kind of weird.
so yeah, so we're gonna get to our topic.
Apartments Haunted.
I don't think there's much else to say about a weekend we all spend it together. It was a
As
great
always.
time. Yeah. So today's topic is about our first ride, our first car. It might not be
first whip.
it might not be the cool whip.
Cool whip.
It might not be the first car we bought. It could be the first car that was given to us, the 1st car that was, that went down from generations to generations.
Hand me down thing in that.
Yeah. So let's start with the only person, only guy, only man, only mendem, only ting that has a whip in the circle.
Yeah.
Sky so
Skykel skinny.
What was
It
that?
says Skykel.
Yeah, I'm currently the only one that has a personal whip.
Nice.
How did it feel when you first got your car? What was the emotion behind it?
I was like, why did this happen?
But what was
Why
the
me?
struggle?
The struggle?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I haven't been struggling until just a couple weeks ago, honestly, when I really had to start making payments on it, and as well as having to fix my bumper 2 times over.
Can you tell
That's
us
right.
about that bumper incident? I think a lot of people
So let's
can
just
relate. Having your first car and having I can't say it's a hit and run.
No,
but more
was a
so
cut- a cut and run.
I cut
I've had
a screw and
I've
run.
had a hit and
Screw
a
and
cut
run.
and run. So let me
That's crazy.
let's start at the beginning where it's good old Maryland, and matter of fact, I parked my car at your house while
And then what'd you do?
Oh yeah.
while we took the company.
Oh, sorry.
car.
Oh,
wait,
so is
first you parked your car, then what?
Wonton
You
soup.
alright? You alright?
Yo,
All right.
wonton soup will be good.
Um,
Love me some wonton
damn,
soup,
bro,
some
I'm
lo mein,
So hungry.
a couple
right
egg
now.
rolls.
Shit. But yeah, go proceed, bro.
So I parked my car
Sesame
at
chicken?
your house,
Mhm.
and
This was a family house back in Murderland.
We
Pursued.
we
Proceeded.
proceeded
Proceeded.
Prosod.
to
Pursued.
take the
Pursued.
company trucks back up to Philly.
That's right.
So when we came back to go pick up my car, I was driving around all willy nilly, not worrying about a thing, because I never
Willy nilly.
never checked the back
know
of
what
my
the-
car.
You know
Yo,
what the
Willy Nilly.
you know what
he's
the,
like, he's my favorite.
So can I finish my
country
story
singer.
before
do you know
y'all
what
go
the
on like a
do you know what
15-minute
the
rant?
you know what the
or
formal version of willy nilly is?
Wally Nolly?
William Nillium.
Anyways,
I thought it was Willis Nillis.
Willis Nillis.
and this is where
Willis Nillis.
and this
Willis
is where
Nillis.
Willard Nillard.
Willard Nillard.
Dog.
Okay. Calm down. Willard Nillard.
I'm done. I'm sorry.
Are y'all good? Yeah, Joel over here laughing like a damn shit.
Willem Niller. My bad.
I'm crying. I got tears. Tears coming down my face.
All right, go ahead, Michael.
Anyways,
Go ahead, Michael. My bad, bro.
damn, I think I need a new cast or something. But
Hey, with all due. With all due.
With all diesel.
anyway,
With all due, bro.
Man.
where was I?
I just lost 5. I just lost 5 pounds.
Moral of the story is I didn't realize someone hit my car.
Wilson Nilsson.
Yep. I'm done with the story. Done with the story. It's lost its flavor. So while these assholes just laugh and Joel almost falls.
Willington Nillington.
Willington Nillington.
Do you realize that no one's gonna find this funny?
Hey, if y'all don't laugh, something wrong with y'all.
I'm done. Let's just stop, bro.
All right, Joel, tell us about your first car experience.
Look, man. The first car ever.
Who sold it to you? A matter of fact.
Oh, the first car that I bought
Yeah.
was from our man's Diego. Shouts out Diego. Worked at Dark Cars in Frederick, Maryland. I bought a 2015 Kia Optima. Had it for like a year and then moved to Philly and sold it because I didn't need it. Oh, I can't think straight. This tear, got a tear coming down my eye.
Well, you created a pool.
Sheesh. Hey man, that's a good laugh. So what happened to your Nissan?
Someone hit
Your
it,
Altima?
and that was the moral
No,
of the story.
what about the second time?
Someone cut a hole in it, and that was it.
Yo, Mandem went to the shops and that, and
Oh shit.
and all things were fine until we bought everything. He came back. I was like, Mike, did someone put a black sticker on your bumper, bro? he was like, what the fuck is that? And like, I think that night we were trying to have like a good time. You know, we bought beer and all that stuff, and we came back and it was a hole in the jump, bro.
Wilmington Nillington.
Fuck was that? I've never heard these laughs. I've never heard these laughs come out of Joel before.
Wilstein and Nilstein. God. Oh, God. Help me. Before I sin. Yo, alright.
Hey, that's one of our funniest episodes.
Alright.
Oh, shoot.
Funny for who?
Alright.
I'm having a good time.
Nice for what?
Wow. Shouts out Drake. Drake.
Wait. Alright, I don't want to say another one because I'm going to butcher the joke.
Oh man.
Yeah, so fuck. It got so deep, right? So someone magically, it was like magic because you guys didn't hear any power tools or nothing like that.
Nope.
And Mike actually called the cops, and even the cop was like, "Yo, I've been doing this for 15 years."
20.
Oh, 20 years?
Yep.
Man looked like he was 19, bro.
Came out the womb with a badge.
Yo, this man came out the womb with a police report.
It was his mom.
But like it was just so odd. Like we legit didn't know what to do. Like it was understandable. Like if the car got hit, right? But it was just like it got to a point where we were concerned because like it was legit a perfect circle.
Perfect
Someone
circle.
could have just like implanted like a bomb or
Exactly,
some
a
shit.
bomb or like a tracking device. So we
Explode my car in it.
ended up calling out the cops and
For insurance purposes.
Local authorities.
yeah, and then he was like, "Yo, I've been doing this for 20 years and I've never experienced this before."
Been doing this for 20 hours. I've never seen this before.
So I was like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?"
That's
It's like- so yeah, now there's still a hole.
Yep, till this day. Never going away. Bars.
Bars.
Hey, okay.
Hey.
Joe, what about you? I think your very first car was a Toyota Camry.
It was a 94 Toyota
Yeah,
Camry.
if I'm not mistaken.
my aunt's
with
car.
blown out speakers.
That's right. The speakers didn't work. Roof was like the carpet on the roof was falling down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, man. Those are drapes.
It was green.
Drapes.
And
whoa.
I think
Interesting. We said at the same time.
me and Joe were so pressed that what did we do? Like when we went to
We,
visit Mike at his college.
we took an iHome, put it in the back seat, and that's how we played music in the
Yeah,
car.
That's how we played music, and then it was like a 3-hour drive, and on our way back, the battery died.
That's right.
It was the most
We had
quiet
to- we had to-
ride
we
back.
we had to sing on the way back.
That
we were
Johnson
like-
double A's.
No, it was like you plugged it into the wall.
Oh, really?
So on the way back, I was like, da-na-na-na-na, and then Zell sang something.
You know what I sang? Da-na-na-na-na.
Da-na-na-na-na.
But
If you don't know what that's from, it's from The Office.
my first car was a 97 Camry with stretch marks
That's right.
from the sun damages. We did a lot with that car. I mean, I think all of us.
That's some good times.
Yeah, we drove it to like like waterfalls. I think we drove it to Philly one time.
Did we?
Yeah, well, I did.
That jump made it all the way
Yeah,
to
that
Philly?
thing made it to Philly from Maryland.
Crazy, man.
And yeah, I've experienced a lot in the car. It's it's a 4-door, like
It's a
for
Camry.
like it's one of
It's a Camry.
like my
They don't
favorite
make
car
the-
of all time. Like every
make
time I
2-door
see it,
Camry.
like all these memories flash back. You know what I mean? And like I to this day, like, or the last time I had it was like maybe like 5 years ago, or maybe 2-3 years ago. And I still had the cassette tape with the with the little string that comes out.
The aux cord.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
still
yeah.
using that.
That's the OG aux.
Yeah,
with
that's
the
the
tape
OG
machine.
aux. I still had that, and I've always been like low key like ashamed of that car because of the condition that it was. It was in. The hood was all rusty and like white because of the sun, the paint chipping and shit. And it was just old compared to like everyone else. And it wasn't until like the 1 year of driving, I was just like, yo, like what's the purpose of a car?
To drive it.
To drive it and get you from point A to point B, you know what I mean? And I think, you know, in like society, I think a lot of people kind of use.
You all right?
Excuse me.
You good? Hey man, good for you.
I think a lot of people use a car as like a symbol, or like cars are like
Status
symbolic.
symbol, yeah.
Yeah, symbolic to like, yeah, like, you know,
Social symbol.
to show your status, you know, socially. And I've always thought that having like this shitty ass car kind of made me look bad. But you know what? At the end of the day, I was like, yo, like, fuck it. Like, even if I was to have a Mercedes, like, why would I want to fake my you know, my status? Like, I have this car for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, we all have like what we have for a reason, and that's where I like came into like consciousness, and I was just like, yo, like, as long as this car can take me from point A to point B, I'm Gucci.
That's cool.
You know what I mean? And like, and I've had like the shittiest, like, I've been in like the stickiest situation with this car. Like, my car broke down in the middle of the busiest highway in the DMV area. The tire popped.
Exploded.
Yeah, it exploded, and I was like, bro, like, what the fuck? Like,
Dude, what
should
the
I'm like,
fuck?
should I just do the thumb trick and like after someone to take me
Hitchhike.
home or some shit? Or like, I was like, you know what? Let me check the trunk. So I checked the trunk, right?
No
I was
jack.
like- no, I was like, yo,
No Jackson.
no, I did have a jack, but
Wow.
and I had
Wow.
spare tires, bruh. I was like,
Tires?
Wow, plural
I had a spare
tires.
tire,
Oh,
and I was like,
that's
yo,
what says.
bro. I'm like, thank God, bro. So I took it out. That shit was flat too.
Oh
I'm like, yo,
no!
are you kidding me? So
Oh,
there's
no.
this random guy like that just pulled up, you know what I mean? And he was like, yo, I can help you out. I'm like,
He gave you
Dog,
his spare
this
tire.
motherfucker's about to rape me, bro. Like, real talk. Like, I'm about to get
That's
raped.
so strong.
But he helped me out. You know what I mean? I gave him like $60. Like, he patched up my tire and all that, and I was good to go. So the moral of the story is,
How did he pump the tire?
so
He had one of them.
he was like-
Did he
he
have
was
the cans?
nah. So he took the tire that popped
Done, son.
was so old, it was smooth. Like,
You had no
Wow.
tread.
It had no tread, bro. It was
wild.
smooth, bruh. Like, I started seeing like the organs of the tire, like the white
Oh
stitchings
my!
and shit. Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's how bad dude. I was so scared. Like, that joint said boom, bop, 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 bop. I was like, I'm about to die. I was like, Jesus, take the wheel. Like, literally, I was like, Jesus, take the wheel.
And he did.
And he did.
And the guy who came and helped you?
He pulled me
His
over.
name was Jesus.
But yeah, I mean, from there, I've
No.
never. I love cars. Don't get it twisted. I love cars, but I will
wasn't.
never.
Don't get it swirled.
I wasn't getting it swirled. I wasn't getting it swished.
Don't
But-
get it tossed.
but however, I will
wasn't
never-
getting it guzzled.
I will never buy a car that I can't afford. I will never buy a car to have people see me a certain way, and I don't think anyone should. I don't.
I will. I'm gonna buy an F type. I'm gonna look good in it.
Joseph. I'm gonna buy an F type.
But yeah, that's just how I feel, and I feel like that's how everyone should feel. You know, like, if you can splurge, like, I think, Joe, like, the first
Yeah,
car
if
you
you can
pay
afford
for,
it.
the first car you pay for, like, you actually had a good job at that time.
Yeah, I
you
could
were
afford
actually
it.
getting
Like, it was
money,
cool.
and you actually needed a car, and you had a decent family size sedan.
For what family? Me, myself, and I.
So, I mean, yeah, to be honest, I don't think so. If you live in the city, man, take an Uber, take a Lyft. You know what I mean?
Buy a boosted board.
Buy
one
a
of our
boosted board,
sponsors.
skate, walk,
Take the
bike,
take
you know,
the trolley.
and it's all about
take the
health.
train,
You know
subway,
what I mean?
metro.
Bike, like,
Walk.
yeah,
jog.
like it's good because I know damn well with all this technology shit, you're just sitting down sitting on the couch watching TV anyway. So get out there, experience the world,
Powerful.
and that. What about you? What's your takeaway with having a first car and you know, because your first car is usually not the best unless you're sweet 16ing.
Just don't park that shit in Philly. Straight up, someone got to cut a
Never know
perfect
what's
ass
gonna
hole in that
happen.
joint. I measured the radius and diameter of that joint.
But yeah, I mean, even if you have a good
Incredible.
car, a nice car for your first car, take care of it. You know what I mean? I don't think you shouldn't necessarily look down at anyone else who doesn't have that type of car that you have. You know what I mean? Because no, you know, like shit, you should feel lucky because motherfuckers out here are still pushing Herbie fully loaded. Okay, so take into consideration that you're a lucky motherfucker. If your first car,
Is it called Herbie or is it
Herbie.
Herbie,
is?
Herbie.
Herbie?
Yeah.
yeah,
Is that the John?
Herbie the
Lindsay
Love
Lohan?
Bug.
yeah,
I think so.
yeah.
Herbie fully loaded.
So,
Nice car though.
Yeah,
Dopes.
you know, take care of your stuff.
And your stuff will take care of you.
And your stuff will take care of you. But there's
Simple.
always that. I mean, if you can afford it, I always recommend buying a new car. You know what I mean? Like save on like the trouble of that shit breaking it down because I know that. But what's your
True
takeaway, Jay?
facts. Pretty much the same. Like you don't really need a fancy car. It's gonna get you to A to B.
But he's gonna buy an F-Type.
If I have the money,
Exactly.
of course.
I mean,
like
if you're that
there's nothing wrong with it.
if
Like,
you're that type of if you're that type of person that likes to show out and show
I mean, I
off-
don't want to
off
like
and-
show out, show off. I just love that car. That
Yeah,
car is
but,
just so
but
nice.
that's the thing. You wouldn't buy it unless you have the money for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But a lot of people buy
course.
cars that they can't afford and it
Yeah,
gets
just to, like,
towed and it
flex.
gets yeah.
Mhm.
But listen, if you're that type of person that feels comfortable buying a car that you know that you can show out and show off, yo, do what
it,
you gotta
man.
do. You know what I mean? Do what you gotta do. I'm
I
not hating
respect
on
you
it.
for you.
I love seeing it on the road, but at the same time, and if you can't, if you're still driving that Herbie fully loaded, if you're still driving that, you know, 1960 Toyota Corolla or whatever, embrace that shit.
Let me get a ride.
Exactly, because some of us don't have a car.
That's
Some
right.
of us don't even have a house. Okay.
This is
So,
true.
All right, now we're gonna move on to Mike's corner. This is a corner where
Just to
Mike's.
spill your guts. Y'all remember that?
What do you
from,
have for us today,
from
Mike?
Nickelodeon Gas.
Well, on the topic of cars, youngins that ordered their Tesla Model 3s like almost 2.5 years ago are starting to finally get them.
Wait, so that was 2 years ago?
Pretty much.
What was the delay?
Elon Musk claims that he relied too much on robots to build the cars than actual
Humans.
human
Humans.
intervention.
Humans.
Which is pretty wild.
So is there like
Whose
is it,
mans?
because of that lag time? Is there any like discount double check or like
Discount double check.
Free
blue light
updates, like-
blue light special.
yeah like what like there's nothing like they just waited
Not
for
from
2 years.
not from the article that I've looked at.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be the same for the Roadster. Like that joint's not
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be.
not gonna come out for a minute.
And people are the
Mhm.
pre-orders already came out for that junk. I think literally what they're doing is just doing all these pre-order for
So like
cars for
fund
the
to
youngins,
fund the project.
pretty much.
Yeah. I mean that's
So-
smart.
Is it strategic at all?
That's what they're doing for with homes here too in Philly. Like they won't even start building yet, and they'll show you like 3D renderings, like it's gonna be 500,000, and people will buy it. So then that funds the project, so they can build it for them.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I
didn't know
feel like
that
I should
either.
know that.
Fun fact.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's not very common, but like some people are doing it.
That's
For
kind
the
of like
1%.
That's kind of like
1%.
I don't know if you guys have seen the documentary on Walmart. That's kind of like the same thing. Like
I have not.
so when you buy like a product from Walmart, like Walmart technically hasn't paid for that product to China or wherever it was manufactured.
So they're in debt.
Well, they're pretty much anticipating that sale. You know what I mean? So like
Oh,
technically they
very
they
interesting.
paid it with credit type shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
they're in
So
debt.
I thought that was pretty cool. I that was when I was in business when I had business. I learned about that.
Business school.
Business school and that.
Nice.
So yeah, big ups Tesla. Tesla's kind of fucking up though. I hear with a lot of things. I hear like their self-driving cars has killed like at least like 5 people or something.
Could be worse, man. Could be 6.
But I mean like
Could be,
but I mean like
Could be
think about
7.
it. I don't think it's
Whoa, hear me out.
Hear me out.
Could be 8,
Wait. 9?
10,
11.
No, 11.
12.
No, but I also blame like when it with like the death of like the Teslas hitting the bystanders and stuff. I blame the drivers too. You know what I mean?
That was Uber.
Well, they stopped it. They
Self-driving Uber.
The self-driving.
But
Uber,
that wasn't avoidable though.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't remember. I don't have all the facts.
Well,
Sway.
you can't just make that statement and not have anything to back it up with.
I've read the article. I forget the details. Like it wasn't avoidable crash.
Okay. All right.
Whoops.
Anyway, I have another.
What's the other one, Mike?
There's a guy that claims.
No way.
Right, he claimed
Way.
that he traveled to the 45th century.
That's crazy.
Ask me how he did it.
The
I
DeLorean.
have no idea.
DeLorean.
But he said like there was
Mhm.
like I think it was like flying cars or like flying transportation, and he said he only experienced it for 20 seconds. So how true can that be?
Yeah.
But he said like the in the 45th century, like transportation is so different and like extremely high tech and like
How far away
very
from that is now?
complex.
2,000 years? 4,000 years? I don't know though.
We're in the 21st century, right?
Yeah,
21st.
21st.
Yeah, so shit.
2,000 more years? Sorry, no,
No.
I'm kidding. I don't know the
No, it's like
quick maths. What century do you go to again?
45th.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Like
That's
a
so
century is
specific.
100 years.
Yeah. No. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I think it's
kind of
100.
confusing. Like, it doesn't make sense that we live in the 21st century when it's
2,000. Yeah, it's not
So I think it's
2,100.
So like 22nd would be like
Hold on, let me do some quick math.
2-1.
This just goes to show we're all stupid.
Yeah.
I dropped out of college twice. Yeah.
So I have another positive news that we kind of. I think we've been talking about it a little bit, and Michael can tell the result whenever. But Wakanda Con for a convention that dedicates
Yep.
everything to black superheroes, black tech, black comic books, black characters, and all these things because of the success of Black Panther. The first convention will be held in Chicago this summer, and I'm super excited to see how it turns out. If they came to Philly, I would definitely go. But I think it's just awesome that there's a platform that that black people have to kind of express themselves and kind of meet like-minded individuals that kind of support the same thing. And I know there are a lot of black people, growing up, that appreciate the anime side, and that would go to all these animation conventions and all these things. Now it's cool that they actually have like a place to meet other black fans and meet like black cosplayers and stuff like that. So I think that's pretty cool.
It's more for the culture.
For the curl.
Yeah, I think it's pretty dope. Culture.
All right, now we
Couture.
move on. So yeah, look that up if you're into that sort of thing. Look that up and yeah, let us know at struggletime@harlandclub.com if you're going. And if you're going, let us know how it was or how it is.
Or how it's going to be.
Oh yeah, or how it's gonna be. Now we're gonna move on to struggle time. Michael, can you do the jingle, please?
Struggle time or shower thoughts?
Shower thoughts. Shower thoughts.
Now
Wow.
you put me on the
Let's
spot.
run that
I can't
one
All right,
back.
do shower thoughts. Come on, do the jingle.
Count me down.
3, 2. 1. Have you heard it?
No, I forget.
Damn, how'd it go? Oh yeah, no. Okay. Count me down.
3, 2, 1, go.
Shower thoughts. Shower thoughts.
Shower thoughts.
Switch over, Steve.
What do you got for us with shower thoughts?
All right,
Joe?
man. Hey, cut the crap. Let's get down to brass tacks. All right.
That was a perfect time.
Joel, you got such
Listen,
the white man
man.
laugh.
Joe has a CEO life. CEOs with the,
You're getting to that Sally level.
those CEOs
man.
with the
Shouts out
handkerchief
Sally
on
Brooks.
the side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They put snot into it.
Part, yeah.
Anyway,
Any sway.
What the fuck is a zipper and how does it work? Because that shit, I don't get how it links up like that every time.
I'm pretty sure I've seen like a
and how it undoes itself.
You know
like when
how you
zip
know
it
that
down.
movie
It's crazy.
that TV show how it's made.
How it's made zippers.
Yeah, I think they did an episode and they didn't really explain it, but I think zippers, like, there's different types of zippers, by the way, but
Oh yes, there are.
I just think it's too offset.
Offset.
Thingamabobbers. And then there's a middle piece that literally just squeezes it together.
I think so too.
I don't
Yeah,
think
but
it's that
like
hard.
when you take it with like your hands and you try to put it together, it doesn't go together.
Well, yeah, because it needs a mechanism to pull it tight.
My fingers are the mechanism.
Your fingers are not the mechanism. If your fingers were the mechanism, your fingers would be on that jacket.
That was so intense. Your fingers are not the mechanism. Sound like some like the ending scene to some like superhero movie. Like thought I was the chosen one. You're not
Marvel-
the chosen one. Like you're not the mechanism. But yeah, I just don't. I
It
just
makes
don't
sense to me, but everybody has their own shower.
It's
thought.
crazy, man. Yeah, but I was looking down in the shower.
You were impressed?
I was like, "Hey, man, nice to see you."
Yo, do you ever look down and were like, yo, I wonder if my dad has like the same size?
Nope.
That
I
should
do
not
not.
That's kind of
have
weird.
been said.
That's kind of weird.
I don't.
I don't know. Me and my dad are mad close, so
That's
not that close.
So
Pause.
That's
Pause.
That's interesting.
that's
What about
disturbing.
your dad, Joel?
Wilshire, Nilshire.
Yo, why was that so funny?
I don't
get
know,
it.
man.
All right, well, do you have another shower thought?
No, my other one was bad. You guys said.
Yeah, that was
So,
bad.
It was really bad.
I mean, I have a shower thought. It's very common, and we talk about this all the time. But the fact
what
that
does a bean mean?
What does a bean mean?
no, it's just the fact that our life is determined by numbers. You know what I mean? Like whether it is money, the time, we're determined by numbers. Like
Time isn't
especially time, which is not real, which is man-made. We're determined by it. You know what I mean? The fact that like
But
why?
Kanye West, like he just came back to Twitter and he said something like really, really. I was like, wow, profound. I was like, wow, man, you really did it. He said time and money are the two things you can spend that like aren't refundable or something like that. And I was like, it made me think a lot. I was like, yeah, you can spend your time, but it's not
Never
refundable. You can't get it back.
Yeah.
I think he said time is the most expensive thing or
You said-
something like that.
You said money's not refundable.
I forget
Well, because I'm pretty
exactly what
sure
he said.
last
I don't have
time
my phone on me, so I can't.
bought something from
Yeah,
Target and I
okay,
took it
I
back
know,
and my
I
money came back
know.
to my bank account. But that's all we got. Expect our episodes to be this length now.
45 minutes.
45
we've
minutes and-
we've been sizing it before.
Yeah, and we've been we've been getting feedback that it's been long. So thank you for joining.
How much? Anyway, happy birthday to my
Happy
two
birthday to the
cats.
boy.
Happy birthday to my two cats,
Is
Ash
it their
and Guinness.
birthday today?
Tomorrow. 1 year old tomorrow.
Yo,
More importantly, happy birthday to
This
Skella
guy.
yo, do you
Sciante
know whose
himself.
birthday it is
This
tomorrow?
guy
Mine's
too?
24.
You know
This-
whose birthday
this
it is
guy.
tomorrow?
Who?
Hitler.
More importantly, Idamem, happy anniversary to your
Oh, and
parents.
my parents too. Big ups parents and that. But yeah, thanks for joining us. Thanks for sitting with us or driving with us, walking with
Standing
us,
with
standing
us.
with us, dancing with us,
Turning it off after the fourth minute.
stroking with us.
turning it off right when you guys
Ooh.
started laughing for like 5 minutes straight.
Hey, man,
Yo,
good
big ups
times.
all of them in that. You know what I mean? We'll be back next week. And yeah, we're gonna do it like that. Write to us, struggle time at harlingclub.com. You can visit our website, harlingclub at
What?
wait, hold on. harlingclub.com. What the fuck?
Yerp.
Joel's album's dropping soon. Do we have a date yet?
No,
No,
man.
It's always that's
Oh,
every episode.
no.
But he released his new single.
Don't
check
rush
that out
the
on
magic.
Spotify, iTunes, everything. Joel Bernstein Music.com.
Yerp.
Any other announcement? Michael is actually doing a lot of portraits, a lot of portrait work in that.
If you're in the
That's
Philly
right.
area,
If you're in
hit
the
me
Philly,
up.
hit him up.
Mike, it's at Mike Cheney _ on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Mike and I took some fire photos today for the album campaign.
You already know what
Looks
I do.
dope.
You already know what
Alright,
I do.
And then we have Rob with Modest. He's dropping new things.
He's got a
Rob,
sale
Modest
going on
Philly.
until tomorrow.
yeah, modestphilly.com. Check
420,
that out.
last day.
Blaze
All right,
it.
and then we're gonna end it like that. Big ups, my two partners, Mike and Jay,
Big up.
holding it down.
Big ups.
POP, holding it down.
Big ups you. Love yourself. Be happy. And
Boom, that's it.
you're